This is episode number 2, and today we're talking about building a foundation of movement into our life. Welcome along to the DressageRiderTraining.com podcast. I'm Nicola Smith, and in each episode I'll bring you an educational or inspiring message to help you unlock your true potential as a dressage athlete. Are you ready? Let's get into it. Your body is designed to move. How often are you moving each day off your horse? The more sedentary your job and your lifestyle is, the more focused you need to be in incorporating more movement throughout your day. The position your body is in for the majority of your day will affect your body's alignment and your overall energy. It's also going to affect your riding posture. To help with improving your riding fitness and overall well-being, it's important to bring greater awareness to your environment and the level of movement you're doing daily. In addition, being conscious and achieving your neutral spine throughout your day, you also want to consider how to add more movement into your day. So ideally, you want to think about achieving 10,000 steps per day off your horse and spending at least 50% of your day standing or moving. Using a stand-up desk for a few hours, engaging in walking meetings, parking your car a few blocks away from the destination, all of these things are a great way to increase your level of movement. And often there are barriers that straight away come up, and it can be that you can't because of the situation you're in with work. And I first just want to really reiterate, it's about doing your best, and it's about not comparing yourself to anybody else, but also really understanding how many hours do you have in a day and what are you doing outside of those hours, and is it more sitting? So if you really can't change your situation at work and you do have to sit for 8 hours straight in a row, then think about what you're doing when you get home. But if you can think about manipulating your day to stand at lunchtime, have some walking meetings, stand in your morning tea break, do 250 steps around the block to go get your water bottle, if you can think about taking the stairs instead of the elevator, if you can think about using a stand-up desk, these are all of the things I want you to think about, because the environment you place your body into every single day is how your body adapts. Just like a tree adapts over time to the weather and the terrain that it is in, so too does your body, but it happens at a very slow micro level. If you constantly outsource all of the work to a chair throughout the day and you don't physically use your body to sit up tall, your body becomes weak, your body outsources all of that work, the metabolism slows down, your posture starts to get affected. All of these things happen at a very cellular level. The simple act of standing burns 50 more calories per hour than sitting. Standing burns 50 more calories per hour than sitting. It's really important for you to understand the power that standing and moving your body has on your overall stamina and your well-being. If you sit all day in a chair and then you come to your horse and you've been all locked up and your body's been stagnant in this one position all day, your horse and your riding is going to be affected. I want you to imagine a pool of water. One pool of water has been man-made. It's just a big hole in the ground, and it has had rain come into it, and this big pool of water, it's got no movement to it. That big pool of water becomes lifeless, it becomes stale, and it becomes stagnant. Now imagine some water that is naturally running over terrain, a river, it's going over rocks, it's moving through the earth, it's coming down across the land. That water has oxygen, it has movement, it has life, it has an energy to it. When your body sits still for a very long time, it becomes very stagnant. It becomes like that pool of water with no movement. It's no coincidence that your lymphatic system sits under your armpits and around your joints. Your lymphatic system loves it when you move your arms and you pump your body, because it moves body and blood and fluid around your body. But when we sit, that doesn't happen. So the blood and the oxygen doesn't go around the body. And so then we feel flat. We feel dull. We feel lethargic. We lose our energy. And if we're collapsing into that chair throughout the day as well, we also start to have a lackluster. Our muscles start to weaken over time as well. But if you move throughout your day, even if it's just a break every 2 hours and you go for a 2-minute walk, you suddenly lift your energy. You're pumping that blood, that oxygen around your body. You're re-energizing your body. You're resetting your metabolism, and you're telling your body, we're awake, we're moving, you're getting everything alive. And so understanding the power that movement has, it's not just to burn calories. It's so much more than that. And when we move our body and we energize our body, we start to bring life to it, and we can start to bring more energy throughout your day. So many people struggle with energy, and it can be incredibly hard to then come home and look after horses and do all the chores and then try and muster up the energy to be able to go for a ride at the end of that. But if you're constantly thinking about how you can improve your energy and your well-being, riding becomes much easier. And so building a foundation of movement throughout your day, through building up to 10,000 steps, thinking of standing more and moving more, is going to help with this energy and the stamina when you come to riding as well. One of the benefits of owning horses is all the chores that come with it, requiring a relatively active lifestyle. So if you're already doing this and attending to all these tasks, then this is great. But if not, this is the place that you start. Because so many of us might just have one horse and we're doing our best to ride on when we can fit it in. And by improving your daily movement, this is where you're going to start to get a huge impact on your riding and on your posture, and it's going to help you take your riding to the next level, because you'll find your riding much easier. And these are all things that you can do simply off the horse throughout your day and throughout your everyday life, because your body responds to the environment you place. And one of the best ways to get a healthy life and to get fitter is not about thrashing yourself at the gym and doing extreme workouts. It's about looking at the lifestyle and the day-to-day things that you're putting your body into and thinking about how you can improve it. So it's about implementing these changes and raising your awareness on the way that you're treating your body daily. So become aware of the positions you put your body into each day. Become aware of how you sit. Become aware of how often you're standing and how often you're moving. Getting something like a fitness tracker is an incredible way to become accountable and to gain real awareness of how much you're actually moving. Because sometimes we think we're moving more than what we actually are. And something like a Fitbit can be a great realization, or a great pat on the back if you are getting those 10,000 steps. Important reminder though, these 10,000 steps are off your horse. No cheating, you're trying to get 10,000 steps throughout your day off the horse. So think about how you can adapt your day-to-day routine to bring more movement into it. Can you park your car further away so you can walk further to work? Can you stand more? Can you spend more movement throughout your weekend? Because if you can't change your weekday, do what you can to change your weekend. And as I discussed earlier, it's about sitting better as well. So thinking about that good posture. And if you can't stand more, just be conscious of your posture when you're sitting. It's really important that you are just trying to improve. And it's not trying to make things too hard for yourself. I want you to rig yourself to be successful. So think about small changes that you can do to improve your health and well-being. And so as soon as we make things too hard and too big, we can put barriers up. So if 10,000 steps is too much and you know that you're not achieving that, and you know you're somewhere around 2,000 or 3,000, just aim to get 5,000 step days and then start to improve that over time. And if you can't get a Fitbit or a Garmin or any sort of activity tracker, there is free apps you can also get on your phone as well. A lot of them are slightly different, but as long as you've got some consistency and a way of being accountable to yourself, this is really going to help you to set up that structure and that routine that's ultimately going to help your riding and improve your stamina. So find ways to bring more movement into your day beyond riding your horse, because too often we think riding the horse is the exercise, but if you want to improve your riding, know that just riding your horse is fantastic, but if you're stuck in a plateau and you're wanting to get better, then this is when you want to look at how you're spending your day off the horse and how you are improving your riding off the horse as well, because it's not just about what you do in the saddle, it's about what you do out of the saddle as well. And I've mentioned it before, it's about improving your stamina and your fitness so that you can look after your body today so that you've got many more years of riding to come. And it doesn't mean you have to hit a gym and go do extreme workouts or trade your office job in for something more physical. It just means you've got to start to make a conscious effort and move more around your everyday tasks and just start to look at how you structure your day and your routine and start to look at your lifestyle, because your body adapts to the environment that you put in. You are what you eat, but equally important, you are how you move your body. So can you make morning business calls walking or standing in your good neutral posture? Can you have your morning coffee while you're taking a short walk rather than sitting at a cafe? Can you catch up with friends by going for a walk instead of going out for dinner and wine? Can you make movements a part of your life, and can you look for movement opportunities when otherwise you might look for other activities? So movement with good posture helps improve your muscle memory and enhances your awareness of your body as you ride. So think about making small changes to increase your steps and sit less throughout your period of the day if you can. Instead, it's about being more efficient with your time. So small tweaks throughout your day, making your lifestyle better, will complement your passion and will help you become the best rider you can be. So to finish it off, I want you to write down these 4 things. Grab a pen and paper, and this is what I want you to remember and to say to yourself throughout your day, and to keep reminding yourself as much as you can to help yourself improve. So the first is sit better, sit differently, sit less, and move more. So what I mean by this, if you can't be moving and getting your 10,000 steps per day, at least sit better in your chair. Next step, if you're sitting better and you've got that, think about sitting differently. So can you sit maybe on a Swiss ball? Can you sit with your legs crossed? Can you sit perched on the chair? Can you sit and stretch differently? Can you sit and stretch your upper body? Think about sitting differently on your chair and balancing it out, and then try and sit less. And then if you can do all those 3 things, then try and move more. So just to reiterate, sit better, sit differently, sit less, move more. That's it for this episode. If you found it helpful, make sure you download my free guide at dressageridertraining.com. It will help you get started on your journey to becoming the best rider you can be. If you know others who might like the show, please do share this with them. My goal is to help others enjoy their riding even more by taking care of themselves as much as they do their horses. And finally, if you have time to give this podcast a review, it would mean the world to me. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you on the next episode.